Hi, AJ Hartley here, novelist, Shakespeare professor, pet owner. This will not be a long video. If you're familiar with this channel, if you've kept an eye on it over the last few years, I'm sure you've heard me refer to Sherlock, my dog, who we've had for 12 years. He we got him as a puppy. He was born in a shelter. He's half husky, half Great Pyrenees, so he got very big very fast. And as I said, we had him for 12 years. He was a great friend and colleague, as it were, companion. He got along really well with our cats. He was great with kids. He was a great guard dog, but also a true gentle giant. And as a writer, my process, as I've said before, I do a lot of walking. It's how I think things through and figure stuff out, and I'm talking all the time. And I was often talking to Sherlock, who would walk with me, take long walks. He's slowed down some over the years, but he was always a good sounding board. So he died quite suddenly on Saturday night. Peacefully, the cats sat with him, my wife and I sat with him, and it was about as quick and as painless as it could be in the circumstances. I think he had a stroke and went downhill very, very quickly, but didn't seem to be in a lot of pain. And now if you have pets, you'll understand, and I don't need to talk about it. If you don't have pets, you probably won't understand, and there's no amount of explanation that I can give you. But, the animals are important to us, and they leave a profound sense of absence. I found myself looking for him everywhere. My daily routine, my walks and things like that were structured to a large extent around him. And now he's not here anymore. And I feel his absence in every room in the house. Anyway, I'm not going to say a lot about this, except to say that one of the other things that Sherlock did was he inspired a character in a short story that I wrote a couple of years ago called The Gold Standard. It's part of the series, fits in with the Will Hawthorne novels. I introduced Will in Act of Will and then in Willpower, and I've done a few short stories as well. They're sort of medieval swords and sorcery fantasy, sort of snarky and with a slightly sort of comic element to it. That ultimately the stories are adventures, And the story appeared in a collection. It was written specifically for a collection called Instinct. It was a short story collection of mostly fantasy authors, including some big name people like Jim Butcher and Patricia Briggs. And it was a fundraiser for local animal shelters. And the book came out a couple of years ago. It did very well. It was like an Amazon bestseller and raised a lot of money for shelters. The book is still available, and it's still giving money to shelters like the one in which Sherlock was born. And as I say, the character in the story is modeled fairly clearly on him, at least physically. And so I thought this was an opportunity to, draw your attention to that in Sherlock's honor, I suppose. If you pick up a copy of that book, then your money is going to other shelters where dogs like him were raised, where they were saved. These are no-kill shelters, so they keep these animals alive so that they can be part of families, human lives. And they give us a lot. So that's all I'm going to say. As ever, I was going to say like, comment, subscribe, though, okay. I was going to say check out my books. Obviously, in this case, I've already recommended one. So check out Instinct, the anthology. Thanks to my patrons who make this channel possible. And I should say, I also have, for a long time I had a TeePublic account. I still do, but the easiest way to get my stuff now is through Dashery. I'll include the link in the description so you can check that out as well. And maybe I'll do some new stuff there. All right, that's it. I don't have anything else. I can't think about anything else right now. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.